And so say you be individual bia and kasabre yanka omo kwachenda dada. Police for last post omo ye live about akotia elections on babeko. I police ni. Police nkwachi obi a bia wobua. Minister ne boa wonka nokre. Police for achi obi a enka they will have post on almost handles enemy every post to bia wa see. Hwe police for ni. Omo nkwachi obi a bia. Minister ni obi a on fairness for no. It is our precedence we know. Obi a betimi asore na wakọ hospital na wade ne frustration no de akogu nurse for no so enkosi ba bia. Obi a ye wallahi no atwese kan no wakọ hunu no enko ba bia. And ade we ekoso. Eye sao ekoso every day. And ye dwen say ya de papa enyo kura. Eye ade a ye e de atwa sabone de ato ho. Minister ni obi a on pesa asem no be fa ne serious enuntia because akwani eye adwuma de ma wo mu akwani adwuma de ma wo mu eti ebe ma nya audacity so obesa akọ camera na wa threaten wo mu ene duane edi aduabanya duabo bia wo boa yenti ne nsamfo na okeka na no pe no
shoulder ene wa ni kosua bebem mi kosua bebem. Now, because it's a higher Ghana. What do you mean higher Ghana? What do you mean it's a higher Ghana? What do you mean? What's the name?
He wanted us to leave everybody and attend to him. So we explained to him. Ralph. Okay. We explained to him. And then he was like, he won't sit down. And my intern told him to get a card, a hospital card. He said, why should he get a hospital card? Because his name must be in the system. Once his name is tied in the system, it should everything should pop up. And my intern said, no, it's not done like that in Ghana. There he was angry because he was told it's not done that. That is not done in Ghana. And he started insulting us. We don't want Ghana to progress. Then he brought out the phone. But initially, I did a pressure dressing for him. You can. In his finger that he said it was bleeding. It had bled. Okay. The blood had dried. Okay. So I just had to put a gauze on him so that we reassure him. He wasn't happy about it, so he took off the dressing I did for him. Okay. Then I approached him and I told him that I've done a dressing for you, so be patient. We have 2 trauma cases and other cases too are there. We want us to leave them. He got angry and he started yes. So he did this to me. And then when he went out, I don't know where the guys came from. Most of the health workers saw them earlier, so they had flee. I didn't see them. And then they, from my back to my chest, and then they were just...
Did they push you? Were you pushed? Or what did they do? What did they do to you?
Yes, I was hit. I don't know if it was a fist, a tap. I can't describe the...
But what happened to your hands?
Raphael, I don't know. Raph did this to me. He hit me with the phone with the fist. And I even dodged a couple of the fists. And they hit me all over. But right now I have a dislocation on my shoulder and some headaches and body pains.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
And to add that, he was telling us he will follow us to our homes and beat us. And if take one life and...
Oh, he will take one life. Actually said that?
Yes.
Okay. We are happy to hear that. And I think this is a very unfortunate situation. Before I did the live video, how many hours we have spent?
Eti report wa victims na omoko harase wo no ebi na omakan minister no so wonte Ghana Police Service wo monte say the inform dia quickly ombeko but the omo ye no ya akoye say as a politicians ne de accept wo mo a na police phone de akire tentem Eti dabia no enna ma asam to bibia e to politicians no afi nipa no say you don't care, just like you don't care about us. So because eye will be different, can you see the different level? And I call get the audacity, the infantry say was better ho e be scare wo. At so bia wo no just any one who bia ma. Hey. No idea. Huh? What yentie and sometimes tabia no kikanoa.
And I want you to focus on these pictures I am going to be adding here. Check the time. This was an hour after the whole ignorance and the negligence of medical staffers not doing anything, right? I started recording this. And check details, time. When you see the time, then you realize that the guy had started recording, taking pictures of the actions and inactions of some of the medical staff. They want to get details. I dare them to bring footages. They have a CCTV camera there. Bring a single footage that anybody physically assaulted any medical staffer. I will bear consequences of it. But this is to help strengthening our structures. This is to help break.
Na mebao. Point to say, Ralph no one na Ghana Medical Association for na fa na say one checks ana. And mebao, in which contest? Mebao, in which contest? And na obowura adwuma mu a hospital. Say once nurse ni bi gina won kire wo say onya adwuma. Why ono now? I mean, why ya? Eti Ghana Medical Association for to me, eto to me take this guy on. Because some you grow na nurse for the general one. Actually, say, woman nya juma bia. Na are san ya check wom. Ah, so woman jina hono. Woman adwuma. Onyo onska woman adwuma. Enya on waskado no. I mean, this primitive way of forcing people to see, say, John Mahama is doing something. I see and say. As a chinchina, Muni to say, Mahama, yeah, Juma be so we are helping Mahama to. I mean, hey, man, famon quasi Yamamu, some and few and quiet motor, Mamma did Matamo. Say John Mahama, a Mamona Jen and some, not say, on to me for structures in the systems in Ma. And yes, I'll by force we are. Move your connection. And yes, I'm time no. Ah, such in China, yeah. Ya be mama hama amamuo no ayeye e wode ye ho amamuo ye ntokwa amamuo eye kikikiki eye unyansa ne nsehye ya wode bagu kwan eye se ukọ no wakọ sese adwuma mamamfo na kikikiki ene friends amamuo ana mo pe sojafo anya mo nkọfa sojafo medi muso ai se mo pe soja amamuo dia sojafo ne guo no mo medi o manen ne hwade sojafo kwa ma break o mo down e de nhwehwe ne mo no amamuo tantan be ni such in China, I say, ye bibina, I say, Mahama, ya dear, or and every and also dear no. Some Mahama won't call ya, away, send ye no. So, the hospital nano, said you nurse no general, minimum dear or ye, minimum joy, dear man, may say, my own video so much general. Look at this nonsense. In as much as I be a was one and just say we need to support this bullshit. Are you rubbish? Are you here saying you too much? Adwuma no oye biara unim nipa na ogina duty eso perform yana ada na yes ano some Ura hospital nurse for bi gina ho e kire say they are not doing anything. I mean ada ye wo ede no what is that na or the audacity it is say na ye solve problem ana say na solve problem ede nkurasesem kura ni a sabranti Edium cross 7 no. Airtie. And you
are receiving, accord you with a level of responsibility. And for this, I am advocating that majority of our wards should be having CCTV cameras. If we had CCTV camera, it is not about people coming there to do things, but at least it would also call the awareness of your own, and we keep moving. Regardless of your impunity, regardless of the disrespect, the arrogance, at the end of the month, as far as you are being recorded as part of a Ghanaian worker in our friends say Ghana labor, whatever, you will be paid at the end of the month. And that salary you are receiving accord you with a level of responsibility. And for this, I am advocating that majority of our wards should be having CCTV cameras. If we had CCTV camera, it is not about people coming there to do things, but at least it would also call the awareness of the nurses and the medical staff that somebody is watching us, and every actions we are putting up in these hospitals are being seen by somebody. So they will actually start exercising caution. There are statements that are coming out very provocating, very filthy, and some very political.
Eja ya nya betwa be hunu akokono nkaso be ma fi kanka Jimmy fo se kwase asem sei ana wiase be kra ni ya nya betwa ye be hunu akokono nkasa pa wo Jimmy fo se na ene de awurade na mokra de na enya nwanwa se we NDC party mu ana obetimi atena na kwase ase Jimmy fo se kwase asem sa ene sei na wono ebuni amanfo all because asa number ya power adane won fa nkomema so Fako mema so na hwe ade. Ko police. Eya bowura police for ne ko di san kwase asem say ne hwe. Go to the police. O call the police for mabamu and the police depot. Ko Jimmy won hwe ade. I am a hospital now ko di kwase asem di akire nipa. Who is this guy? Such a dirty filthy Jimmy for say. What is that? What is this nonsense? Kwase asem kaka say. Sometime time ko ka kire Mahama say onto omoka. Go and tell Muhammad to pay them. Kotia omoka 12 months yetu omoka. Such idiot. Kwasi asam kwa. Eno nano sa no akoche wo baby. Na mebo. Obebu oba no. Say oba na tunwura gu baby. Wo se nyam na me de to ho. E dey right na wo say we am abebo wani so. My God. The guy is so dirty. Just say NDC party na no. Other than a fifth for the doso sa no. This boy so a dirty boy. Akwa no wabota mem so wadwim yade. What yare? Osab Ghana ni for mental health serious. Akwa no wadwim yade. Because on reason, ultimate reason. Ultimate reason crowd. And obiaka yes. Well, Bema go to the military camp, go Bema camp. Go there and go yanhwe de besi. And a man ahunu ofui. Akwa say papa. Hey. Edi nkwasi asem kure ni minisa ne na wakona emma na mukobuli wo mo sori na ko police barras wo ko police for na ko Jimmy wo ne hwade na you see the level sometimes time say na nya ndisim na ubenya enkwasampa fo we mu ade ebio akwa free we na mo na wo ye no na ena you right rough the activists rough the activists said ye akwa who fi kwa won timi dware yi won an ho kro timi dware we won an ni body ko timi dware yi such useless guy we and na mona I rob the activists and I rob the activists or activists dey yi rubbish en kura sesem sa rubbish go to the military camp no na koya o mema sam ne hwade na ko betu nsu na gufo na abo se wa Jimmy e dey nkwase asem no na we na be Mahama mamu na ayede Mahama mamu we no etia de ma oni ani aye ko magazine okọ ho a wo say omo ne ma ne bo de on to wo kwa kwakire omo de be otwe anka omo de waso ba ko ba be kire o maame oni ne wo se na abuhu ofui amamu kan be kra na mo de abesi Ghana fo so sa no na wanya minister so concert minister na also such idiot as say also akobia wotimi nwene sometimes time akwa we pa de na we de seka one on one pa o because that's what bottom Ghana de omo sisiri pa bi ma ne ya wo asisiye na ya dodo cause omo say man is soft and omo ni emre to omo sisi omo sa no ma fa omo ho adi bodamfo we ya de waye ni tiru kada bia omo me adi ya gyina yiti ko omo me adi atem da bia bodamfo sei na ono no say ono no adi change bi ba bi o yare wa potam
We need to fix our systems. But like I said, the black box has been found. I have evidences. Okay? Because before that live video, if you think that that was the only video, I have series of videos, series of recording. Before, what actually triggered responsibility? And for this, I am advocating that majority of our wards should be having CCTV cameras. If we had CCTV camera, it is not about people coming there to do things, but at least it would also call the awareness of the nurses and the medical staff that somebody is watching us, and every actions we are putting up in these hospitals are being seen by somebody. So they will actually start exercising caution. There are statements that are coming out very provocating, very filthy, and some very political. We need to fix our systems. But like I said, the black box has been found. I have evidence. I also ran into an accident that I couldn't even use my bike no more. I have to go to the hospital myself by somebody riding me. And when we go to the hospital, I was even telling them to come down because the other first guy was being neglected in the name of a card. And that I came calming the guys down that they should all leave, and there is evidences in respect to this. The guys left, and after an hour, knowing that I was in there and being attended to, nothing happened. So when I got pissed off and started recording, I stepped out of the emergency and the trauma room, came out, and the guy saw me and was like, "Oh, senior, Bossu, I did not attend to you." You see, this is the reason why I'm saying that we should put some heat on them. Oh. And that was when they got inside. Let's be very honest. And the lady, no saying Semebubu, Emma with that dislocation of shoulder, anyone want to baby. Me, baby. I'm a traditionalist. I'm a full traditionalist. I believe in the cause of my ancestors. I believe that when I call upon them, they hail to me. And I'm telling you. So being in Sakawa, and you're wrong. I will never, as an advocate, sit down and watch that happen. But if Obi and Pan in Sankau, and it's a cooked up to cover up the nonsense that has been happening in the hospital, there are hospital medical staffers finding themselves in a situation they ended up in hospital. The way you treat you, they can even attest to this video that not fair. And even as medical staff,
Ghana force me video influence. So I'm forcing me video influence. Why are disgusting? What is a fear? Why are disgusting? In fact, and who you know crowd or disgusting pa. Also I say after was scare woman or scare woman say I kusia bepem because who's woman ma or who's woman ma and wo bully woman and na omunya kama for. Now when I say a doctor si jigano mo call strike or hona any pay woodia. Na Ghana for nasa ebi se switch. See anya tibon koso jejentwie junso krobo say na what or destroy whole system. Na say omo sori na ejiga omo say ye ene ye cost striker. Ubo say afre de Ghana for no mote hon na afre omo ba besu. O jejentwie wei ejimi say omo nkan wo. Omo nkan send doctors and nurses for yes okay we will defend our people quickly you see. And you both say oh yes Remo Ghana for bewu. Time. Titus Glover say or was some catch kwa in Akando. Yenhwade.
A brand new friend Rafano. Oko Rich Hospital. My name so no yari was in Bush and in the yari. And I mean so kikim so be damn passo. I was here man attention and a young channel and I say and no ye did. In Grancasa was a bunzo. Yes, say, go a wood jatabinole. Ke da nubana so uko fa jataba na wonye no nyia no no subai. Those days this character was on the street, LED demonstration or ye nyamba basa. It was very the NDC so kind of
yeah so I'm gonna block 37
you see mimi yankani di show yes you ofonsa na show Omo block 37.
That's right.
Na sebi obi yari emergency because of mumu demonstration ti. I was said the pan kofa Actually, the Lands Commission, Ekoye detour, and so they are 37. Nama block it. Sabu map ambulance no for patients and 37 because they knew into you didn't feel it. And then what's with the nipa was a then I call Ridge Hospital. And the uncertainty or dity. That boy should be arrested by now. Because I mean Tieno one of the nurses Nisa was selling him some prano.
Omo attack case our nurse.
The boy should be picked up. IGP, the boy should be picked up. Because the hospital is a security zone. You can't just get up and walk into a ward. Would do hospital crana? Would the enter within the panama? You hand the person over to the nurses and doctors. No way, shadow. But you don't hold your camera and be moving around. Photo. Raise the alarm. What is that? And the abandoned also nurse ninja or war no Marco Prano. I think that boy should be picked by now. He should be picked to serve as a lesson. Me banami tell me mates. David, doctor. Tingrind or me mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
SSF.
No, in the law school.
Okay.
Yakofana here. Me mate don't know.
Okay.
I was in the president among instructions to liaise with the regional leadership of the Ghana residents and blah, 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 blah. Why? Because of your action, the minister have to stop whatever he's doing in his office and come to the regional hospital. And I mean, Akando so hageno and no shaky. Or hageno and no shaky. For what? Bro? I'm a baby. Remember police to serve as a lesson. Because you're calling your hospital no and fata. These are nurses and doctors who are doing so much for this country.
Eti we Titus Glover and ordina no ato asemi bi. Na enhwehan a yempanimfo no ye na ma yetu ba bi yedu no. So almost say 48 hours. Yenhwe say ko kwabna mita Akando wa twatro wan ka no kore. Wan ka no kore. So be so tia wo de hwade tia asem we. Omusa no tia asem o ka no ha say.
When I visited the place after the closed door meeting and I was walking into my car, then he pulled up in a black saloon car. So he got out of the car and came towards me, myself and then the medical superintendent at Ridge Hospital. So he stretched up to greet us and we exchanged pleasantries. And then at that particular moment, we didn't talk further. And so later, we had to invite him to listen to his side of the story and all that. So that's exactly what happened.
They demanded the police arrest this man.
It's fair.
And investigate.
And I made that call after my visit to the media. It's fair. We have insisted that the law must take its own course. So if there's an assault, a crime.
All right.
Unless you tell me otherwise.
Okay.
The minister no. So edu ba asam no wono mum kra say police for enkoy. So ade tira besi ne. Ade achi police went to nkochi guy. I would also see internet so. Very sad. Very sad.
So man mo radio, so man mo dey omo aba Unity Hospital ha. Abe buru nurse for the media for omo eduma emergency department ko. Na ye say enya de papa. Enti president is secretary for ampo and smile no pay. Say ye na me share management. Na ye ntie enfi omo ho. Edin NSC na se bibia si a time ben ni anamo ben no omo fa so. Atimi ama abotoye aba ama nurse for the media for no so no atimi ayo omo eduma ye ba e no mo ni akasa omo de no mo de agu okon but ye dey say enoso enu pempenso a ese se edu ye yesre de say aban entra kwan abrante na obedi sa nyamransa no ontri ni tum wanchi na ntum a ye ma aban don here aduanan inwoche okay 48 hours we shall advise ourselves and I mean it. All right, we cannot sacrifice to me and share Ghana for no be and so we keke and my that's all by so we hospital you see hospital we fair the trial system we share yare na obi aba no we am be green yellow and red it you are obi no ekosro no na ya hwe ententem enye se me na bi kan ba ya sembia na ya hwe die ne ya ye no ewosro sebi enipa me no betumi nya ka kwanhia omo ba hospital ba ko beda ho din no ba ko so be ze de ne laugh na ye no shouting and insulting everybody around we are professional nurse and midwife obi hu se de o no ono na nasem no eni ahodi po de de is the church ono na yesa wo hwe ne first as compared to the ono nya ahodi a odi ye de ko once nya ahodi edu ko fa tem teze onyanwe ejina yesa wo hwe de sebi ne ho everybody no first ana ebi kan answer no wafe enti sa na ye no enti no we are very professional people we nurse for no do afọ na mo Ghana no also mutu kan ya yeso so omo so esa ye tete pa ne demanding yeso so omo so but ye nko for na yeso mo omo ni omo ni sa wa ba ma so no edi kan ba but me come Ghana for to say so ya go hospital and yes especially emergency department how OPD emergency no dey we omo a omo eyare na me so bi em no bi na me school Canada you go for back you no go have appendicitis ma you dey fear the han say you come say emergency you come now in 2 days time na the scan just ordinary scan so that say we call NHS ewo you can say UK emergency no we fit make the life so after ma make Canada 2 days and you be feel because no you feel ambulance na anye ade say emergency and don chat home to work keke dey feel ambulance then you chat home to wa you feel ambulance on be pa ni bu o na omo efe no all we treat them go theater dey go operate no enti your systems so Ghana no omo professional nurse be do enti no ma omo entity nurse for the midwife for ni sa and now you carry a course strike where you keep your enti money ade awon ade plan enti si agaye we dey so now me finance minister kwa tra JFM so no of Italy any be no money ade to ayam pian money ade enti no eno nyansi enti am tra ma omo ema tete nurse for any midwife for omo rotation for nurse for omo a omo pay ba ko ka ho we bia 9 months ni enti aneka onipa no or the empty stomach onibi no obaduma wa be so Ghana for no asan asori ayo tin ya be bobro nurse for say tete o de ofo so oman no wa ba ya ba jubeti na bi se hu bi ape we gina banya isa mahama ele to abanyina na yi no o ye gina papa o he oman so for the next 4 years obi tibi enye no so o Ghana ni more than obi o man no and minister ba ho minister ni ba na obe pamo akwai twi ni e fence wa family so that say na obi a ono we bi nyama nsema atise na o minister o family na o se hwe na ni e chese de o no o endo so eji minister Akando anya de na bi no ya pa o sa de no so that say enya bia ese efata ayesi ye didi so oh ene hu na o fo say we minister hu ya bi ms o tira
right eti Dr. David Tum Tenkran one year secretary at the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Council. And now watch it and say more say nyadi ombetena se. Eso mo money den. Enye say ndisi aban enkoda no omdo matru tasem bebo awuram. Ombebo awuram. NDC for the tasem bebo awuram. This mo money den. Enye say be ha om. I the reason so. Yan twaso. Shannon song. Sa 23rd Saturday. You be protest our Accra against Nigeria for no. We are working underground because yam pesa buying the eden and babe sha asem we mu. Ti nipa ya adwuma underground. It is 23rd. Accra. Get ready na bobi ama near my why? 23rd. Now, young Koreanim. Na NDC for no an kwamna dwantoa kwame dwantoa wose de kwadwo dwantoa wose NDC for ye arrogance ne too much obi te say akwa we ye frɛ no Standogui wo ye presidential committee ni Mazua wo ye John Mahama boy ewo Jubilee House kwadwo dwantoa se de yi
na Akufo-Addo na we see na Akufo-Addo ya hantan Ghana for mpa de ya hantan Standogui you are exhibiting that same attitude what shall I say. What I say? Yes, you can bring order, but you cannot stop a blogger say oye na dwuma we say oye. Say what so gina baby e what so oye. San no man keten say ya hwe ya it becomes a monster. Na baba ye bonsam, akoye bayi bonsam, na akoye bayi. Oban say oh enye hwe afi bedru baby no. Na afi wote kasa near the national security for aba be gina wo say, hey, o kan bibiti a President John Mahama enti bra, why did you Ghana nye obi adia wo ya kwa kasetia MPP ya ma NDC MS ade no me I want John Mahama to succeed me jitum say John Mahama ba ye nneoma ye ma me say nyo obi akra me ye wura John Mahama ba ye no nneoma ye ma me.
Okay. Eti kwadwo jantoa o se de one day o ka ne pin say I nkofo mu ye atutrasem ne o mu ye arrogant yate why but unim anytime you say if said they want to score political pointer and another amamuo this and another day is so be focus na enema bone wo mo party ni mo maka no that they want to get a political score point sebe ya oh nanado ye say and amusum ye say so adwuma hye na munya nwwe we know NDC ono sa standogwe ye nim no upo bia omunipa o ena ono so a onye oni ade bia che omu na upo bia omu asantefo a standogwe ye one enso baabia wo fire no ehonye enye better enu asante motoom standogwe ye o enso politics nti onena politics musa enne wono akwa we ni pese o kire se woye wono na de work na kire se we ni na share kire na media fo ne kasa monkochi we sa akwa we na yesa de no standogwe yo ai eti kwadwo dantoa munya hwehwe se wo bloggers a any media fo a munya hwehwe kura amamo no muntimi yo tije so mo bu nipa by force because ensemo a yebeka no muntimi nyina no amamo no enkohwe eye sikadie V8 no mo dedem no mo guess chele eno ano no eti mensu why kwadwo mensu ai na ayi ya hwade we Accra Kumasi Road eda ho yenye what the hell the current state of Accra Kumasi Road Pokuasi to Senate o ekwan no anado ye do baby MPP ye do baby no mo ja ho no Senate what the hell they said omo dia ye ni ekwan na sai ekwan no asai contractor no obi nim de esi yetua ne ka o MPP tua ne ka they paid him before omo free abem hwede ekwan na ye na minister no yefra no Kwame Abuja ode mami yenhwe se de ekwan ne city yenhwe kwan no.
This is the state of the Pokwase to Insaon road that has been abandoned for almost 3 months. This is around Kumasi satellite as of 5th August 2025. Let's look at the state of the road. And there is no work being done on it for almost 3 months.
Eti Accra Kumasi Road said ye Senate o ekwan ne Senate NDC we emfa ho na anim anopa min kotia Kwame Abuja transport minister say afa no mo se beye ekwan foforo kra tie de ye kan taka kofo mo de adwene di akro he Kwame Abuja say o afa na mahama ebeye kwan foforo de da ho ne de wo de omunyi woni omo beye kwan foforo de akofra Accra to Kumasi Kwame Abuja yentie no wo de yentie wo katwi
ye ba be si ekwan no brand new every nkran eko Kumasi enye expansion and an dualization of existing alignment ye ba be si a brand new fufro every Accra eko Kumasi and so we say adena I mean adena ye a friend was saying dualization and won't complete enu and no asem na yeka President Mahama's vision say we agree say Accra to Kumasi is the biggest traffic in our country and they deserve more or the country deserves more and that is why Yebaba see a brand new road and we are not calling it even a dualization, we are calling it expressway, one that has never been done before. And I'm saying that we are hiring a consultant to do the studies, design, and costing, not design and build. An independent person will carry out the design and everything before we determine how much it will cost. So unfortunately, I'm not able to tell you how much it costs currently because.
For Transport Minister, for the sake of propaganda, for the sake of tricking Ghanaians, Kwame Abuja say, also all pass more can will be able to convince NDC charlatans and also walk as to parliament. Who go to parliament? I can say, Mumia and catch you, man, on the first person, because one penny. On the first person, because one penny, Kwame Abuja. What you say? Also, all catchy Sabaya from Buno to Fante to Takurade to Asante. Hubia Betty, Niaka say, hey, well, Mamma, ya deal on so I dream fee. A crown sooner down nowhere. So, yeah, and a doubt that you wear the archer, very wound yet, you know. Also, on the gun of 5 in the Agro, a crown in you here. Interesting. On the Quanae. And no Kumasia from Accra to Kumasi, very terrible. Also, a mobile crown for fro, dear Dono, Yampe. Yes, Seminon. Maybe I may say, I know the NDC. Here, I'm mobile, no President Kufu AC affordable houses. Omu Jesse ho. Omanye. Omono problem ne say, project BMPPI be anomba, almost so free home. Eti Oko Kumasia. The entire mashada ama wako hini eye hwehwe ne mu se ye koye krofro market no omo hu se Kumasefo ni disade ne ho nkomo nti won bedo dododo ho ana 4 years number no omo dia pay vote kanya sa komo nka krofro ma semda krofro ma si ho mo ko ba omo NDC ba omo anye 8 years omo anko ho wanfi ti de ka no eti on omo person omo score political points ni ti no eno mashada ama amwako hini se sheda de ho na yese ye beye krofro market sebeya ye di be keep vote to Ashanti region ti de meka no e adwuma hyehye o de ye nyina e wo ha sei eti we no omo se Kumase Accra road no amafo oti nkomo eti de beye ne se ye nko score political points ye beye new ekwan expressway de da ho no they don't care o ekwan na da Kumase Accra road ya ye ni they don't give a damn. Na me hwehwe information na me ko hu se Kwame Sefa kan interview bia na wobusa akwa no yenti osi yenti asem was ti ase
controller chairman Ofanko Pokwase Amasaman Insom Kumase sa kwan no okuapi no bibisa den asem
me masem de enze me instruction ba se enye payment na controller na kosuna mai. So no my
now when your instructions say Trianaka
which
yes
which of them
yeah
because yes
so stretch you say a free company Maripoma
yeah Metianaka
nti yendeneka
ni certificate or the abani yende yetia I'm say if I can remember 24th July
that's last month yeah,
part payment emano and I think 30th July announcement say part payment emano and the final payment no 4th August and some year final payment emano and so request never any day yeah fully paid yet you know
23 pay request about which you
one request but michichemu
miensa
until by
24th July
24th July and I think 30th July
iti abusiafo wo de hwe o na say controller and accountant general o say omo contractor ne ye ne ko bia ne ka omo make payment no the MPP administration make sa payment arrangement nyina before ansa no mo free abem omo tua sika na ma wo so on wi ase on say enipa na ahye da so omo nye kwan no na minister Jena so ye nwie kwan we ya o say o propose o be ye kwan foforo so o ho adwen no e mind games o mo di nipa na adwen di agro accountant general say o mo ni contractor bi akwa eka say o ye kwan no hey Ghana we pa de ye wa assemble no po ai ha adwen ye wa assemble no po sa supervision aban ne sori a na nsem hu ne ma hu hia no mo ye ada no mun ko ja contractor ne kon so ma ne nya kwan no na we no on say contract bia no debt services any appearance community obi anya ne cat wo it wo no wo ye kwan no a omutimi ka kire say ye steady wo de twen ese obi timi sane nkwa frame na ya ye omo massage no a ye say ye wo de wo ye kuduru ase a ehun sikani na waji sika no de akosi fie mansions no wodam ai now contractor ni ya bo wa no ni ya wo ne ne ya do kakra ma na so de akoto cars na wodam they don't care omo wi a no omo beblemu ase ofo no enso boni ni nyina frisoro na eba wo boni ni nyina no efrisoro e na eba eti omo ne contractor na erika according to controller and accountant general also omo no obi aka eti NDC fo no monko busa maban no NDC fo a mofa Kumasi Accra road mumusa ban na sa ban ye ne to aba ma wo adai contractor da be no be wie kwan no. What a disgrace country. Akohwifo idi wo man nim. Kwame Abuja be kame nti a okoye kwan foforo. Da be ya mo de adwene di agro ho. Mo ye funny. Kofo mo de no amamo ni nye. Enye kra. Enye o. Amamo ni nye. E wasembo no po. Yenkoye nim. Now, free Accra Kumasi road ni yenkoye no. Me no ka say John Dramani Mahama wa yira won system otu kwan na kwantu oni play or de call ye kan ho asem wa asei enro ade be chi be si ne John Mahama che say ye say ya lock up e Dubai John Mahama ye lock 22 hours oni otimi move no waka Dubai ye say Dubai because just train okofo ye we enungu asem sei na anu de ntia onso okugya to no omutwa atro e de kire Ghana fo on say etro no mudie no e na ehante wo mu eti se on be ko rent private jet e de mampani akọ perform state functions ni no omonye da eti ne mampani no de ne be ye de ne be hide ye de mampani be hide na ya sa etwetwa trachere because okujato as a foreign minister nanim begu ase na mampani koka Dubai no ena report na ba bonten say mampani aka Dubai 22 hours onya flight into aso. What a shame, what a country. Whole president odila so at Dubai waiting room yentie Peace FM yenko omra
Zamaye dinsamfo pa o e wo man yi mu edi entimi nto wiemhyan ni bi obeda no ato ye ni sika beto wiemhyan ni bi ye friend say
wiemhyan na ho no ye betima use from this time up to 2030 said by ononyamfo okujato abra kwa current minister for foreign affairs ai
and a president ekodi twen ya 22
hours yes
God
sa usi dua mu bokokuo afa na wutini suo don emabo ni bia mo do mo agya manwese mu no eye post any popularity in the video mo kwaji no I'm telling you me honorable Samuel Kujato Abakwa marriage
but your friend is saying ma omu ni na no asemachi now the right thing no must be done
tie
the right thing
I say man na no asem no man resign
presidential
the right thing
presidential jets no ye to a enye president Mahama nko a ene betinam president bia obebe bia e betinam bi
ena Ghana mampani no oya Ghana
semene saade no
Ghana mampani no oya Ghana
enya ni wunya rehu kwan say o president who president
yes
no oti baby ankofo oti
na no asemintia bia ma esi enya kukudo ni ma o ma ho do so de bia meka no edi akoma mu ni etimu dem jan okuja tabra kwa utin so anyeye mampani ba no wo hye wanu nyam eno do kwahye minister of foreign affairs
edi wa
wo hye o ma mampani komu ya
oh there
we kamene wa se de unya kukuduo kwa trado ma fem se me se de nanado ha lu preditu kwan no se na ai mampani ma ba no omame aso ebi koda no mpo no ha lu pa ma resign ko nka mampani tu de to a was ma resign ni amenya gide wo ye mpanifo mu se mu yo si ade yo na da no mampani o deserve alupre o my Ghana ye deserve se benya wiemhyan e de am ye mampani na manedwumadie aye ahohare so na manebambo na pomuden 22 hours o mampani go try Dubai
I got 2 hours now
one day na me small boy kwa me go Dubai kwa me na me ko Iran me ko transit to Dubai me di how many hours o me small boy danger kill abobo
65 years
hallelujah eti ya basra mampani si apane chow manfo kuja to abra kwa asem na nya asem Ghana fo mo yenta mampani achi yen to wiem hyem ma ye mampani no onfe ni dwuma no mani tumpon ma yen ade ahia no kuja to abra kwa de ede no bone a che no yen se de no Kenya no tana na do kwa no oni nyina so biada wo se lupe betu issue from this time up to 2030 yama mampani go for lupe we on ego rema no wiem na nanze de si kwa ya kan wasema wi ya sama mampani amfo monta fufro to fufro na lodina ofie to fufro ya tawachi Ghana kan unwia wo de twasi wa maye na mampani akodi 22 hours e wo Dubai
in fact I'm not
now ni eno so sare ka be mayo ko ya mampani enkonkotena airport wo enka ne nan so so wo twa ne next flight ye babuku hotel e di amano wa home one ni mpanifu ekoi ya menaduane no
extra cost
mo so de aye ho o mamu ha amanyosam
in fact amanyosam ya hwe ni ya wo ho ebebubu yen
mami uri afise na nando we president otuni to no kuje to the na batudwa eno folu prewe eno dwale owiem eno
wan
wa to ni nyoma owiem enya dwale no dwale wo to nyoma owiem ya tan ya ho keke
ena wona mpra na nsuo to aya ya careful bia na
sebe na nando hu
edware
how ya no ne sana me
ena wa hu
ni panyina na betima di mampani Ghana ha mampani mama due kafra wate. But forget it. Come and buy a lupre for the good people of Ghana.
No. Because it's not for you and your personal property. It's for the state.
Okuje to abla kwa ye ne si supply yes aye de glass. Etu na nusi mami kama se breja.
Ofa here say na Obama. As when you bring no pay.
Etu na nusi na najo danko ekufu ado so wo krom ha. A whole president. Nana do to the Naya no call airlines for no busan say how much did it cost? And you come and yet. Did they call him to order? Sam Reno, come one two in a year order planes in the helicopters now. And if you between 18 months to 2 years. And son of water no aba. It is that plane and Canada don't them. Okuja to a black wire and sit to supply yes I had the glass. Etu na nusi mami kama se breja.
Ofa here say na Obama. As when you bring no pay.
Etu na nusi na najo danko ekufu ado so wo krom ha. A whole president. Nana do to the Naya no call airlines for no busan say how much did it cost? And you come and yet. Did they call him to order? Sam Reno, come one two in a year order planes in the helicopters now. And if you between 18 months to 2 years. And son of water no aba. It is that plane in Canada on them. Helicopter no Canada on them. Dr. Baumia on them. Dominic Nitiu on them. In Tinka Abba. And my Mia or my neighbor man conquer uncle. It's because of Bay no woman crofwa. No one to my say. Nothing we in I know to Nyaki, as some naba. Now, small boy, fancy comedy at the TikTok. I was my question. We are serious. Mama from home, Omuma ye di ya control ya hu Dr. Baumia da wuluma ye mu bebre mi se wiki ube hu mi na omu hu abufu krenti na kwa mi si mi moduku ma moduku fiti Wednesday be sin because
have told you
eti we ye mo foreign affairs minister o se enye hwe plane e we engine kwa miensa sa wonam soro na ba ku feli kra nka hwe o se enye hwe ai na we okona nkoda no bi se okuje to ho akada ko wonfo onkofo play on na ya play nko no nko amfo na nko nam wi na play engine adum owiem na on say obosa ampa ye no so a ebi a pilot no ti no onye ebone se ka ye play betimi adada okuje to no nko akotena mo ho na nka wotimu a na play engine adum na nka yi na behwe se bim sane kokuje to ese ye no esa we nchese mitirimo osmu dabi na some no kind no na me refer ne say wo say sananado try flying presidential jet ni mu a number bia na plane no yini nchini kura ba kuduma me no ho enye problem obetumi land emergency land obetumi abelanity wo de nanado ntenem yate akufu ado woko sese wo ho sa presidential jet no enka yempe kwa bi na yempe automatic way bi na pilot no na ada ne se otu ananka wasia frim nanka ka okuje to ho na engine ba ko adum nanka yi akwa we di na be hwe se bim okuje to ese play yiri hwe sanity oye na dwenye papa eso man by force okuje to use sa presidential jet no eso wotenem na de ya ne se won se pilot no omu bia omu ni asem sekaye na ka plane ye automatic na nke no abetimi de na kwa akese ye force no no to plane na ko de Bogota na okuje to nko atenem na plane no anya no de na ko Bogota sa na ese ye sometime time say na we minister prince eno no ese ye pe autopilot bi na nka ye de amano ne ya mana tenem okuje to wonko akọ fa pesika bra wo de tenem fa kọ America bra na kanika na ejana dumo wiem ho na ayinu na nkede ne ba na ko yanyina ye video okuje to na ate ye ba no na ko ete na de ne ba no ehwa ne ye be party wo awo ehwa ye be chi nkokọ nam ne ya che aponkyere ne nam wo nam ne ye party ne ye wo fufuo ba bia plane ate ahwe na ho ne ye bo fufuo adi yes say obia say ye ni empathy bi wo tie de meka no me ni empathy mo ku jeto ablakwa sanity because sepen mu party mi wa adwemfi say opani because of political expediency nana adwene e wa adwene bone against the towards politician now say me ma betra na me ma krokro say me de me sa o type of broadcasting nya bi na me you debi me ni ma de be fi me nya neutral me I speak to issues me nya neutral ti de meka no sometime say yes na adepa ye be wofuo sa area ho na no menya te se okuje to si wokọ Bogota ni plane na te ahwe ho ne ya fa ye wadro ne ye woma ye ko wofuo adi ye wi ye be chenkenche wi ye be kalewele akanche nyina ye to ne ye be celebrate yakoma ye be shira ye kra e wokuje to huntia. Such useless politicians are how come say a leader must speak this way to the people all because of politics? Why? And today Mahama Dodge jet or Dodge on person before me say Mahama before flight by force presidential jet no Mahama will board that flight by force as woeful now force to okuje to ninechi on fa na yire no okuje to ne na yire nyina eni Mahama echi na de ya ne se mama lodi wan hwa na wabe yekuna ntia anhwe ya na mama lodi aba be yekuna ena ya ne ha adwen mama lodi wotene ba bi won pede ho asem guess yi tete no oba ne dai yo yi mai tete mama lodi wotene ba bi dwene no ho asem abruwa itene ba bi dwene ho na wa kira nko aba be yekuna ntia some fun kan say ya politics inti ayi ni tirin hyen se ayi rokuto
na nipa wodi animu no kofi fasa private jet bia na wo wa ban nimu you resign.
I'll resign because what
resign
why shall I stay there? Me resign because the mayor is on principle and yet personal and yet say dia me time President Akufo-Addo and as I mean President Akufo-Addo. It's the principle. It's about protecting the public purse.
Hey, Sabrina, your education minister na oda olem kwise mo abe resign.
May resign. I mean, my resigning and free appointments committee of parliament.
And the appointment committee no say any allowance mo kwa na mo jeje and I bibi wo ba bi a minimum.
Appointments committee which is a committee.
If Enyanwa NDC party man abete sansem bi sei enye wanwa kra etina oman no asem bi asim na wo ka wo mfa ho They don't give a damn. Omon care. Asem bias na oka. Omon fa because politics. So or ye o chat throw politics him a throw. This is interesting. And yo crack. Said ye enkrofo na adwene city and ye now kunya we say we foreign minister. Because one we be a dishonest person. Senkoba resign ya and keso resigning e bra mo de na poko adwuma free UK buy. Or see anyone our be rent a private jet as a resign. And such a dishonest politician no utimonim. Never dem ho atom. Yentie Paul Adomoche de secret be babonte fa mahama yentie no.
We are sorry, we are really sorry. President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, was traveling from Accra to Japan. 20,238 kilometers. Japan is 9 hours ahead of Ghana. So what's the time right now? So it's 9:36 in Accra. The time in Japan is 9 hours ahead. So it's 9 o'clock. So you go from 9, 10, 11, 12. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's 6:30 a.m. in Japan. The president traveled 20,000 kilometers. He traveled, as the story says, on Emirates, which is okay, which is understandable, which we appreciate. He traveled on Emirates airline. He traveled in first class, quite comfortable, and then he got to Dubai. We understand that in Dubai, from Kofi Tonto and others on social media, that the president left Ghana on Sunday evening but arrived in Japan just today. He waited 22 hours in Dubai, had to use a train for about 2 hours to Tokyo, from Tokyo to Yokohama. As Empire FM said it, the president had to suffer because of petty politics. Yes, petty politics. Petty politics. Politics that is animated by hatred. That's why I'm sad today. Because of somebody's ambition for power, he denigrates a president so much so that another person becomes president and he's afraid to make a decision in the interest of the president's safety, in the interest of the president's comfort so that he can think, in the interest of the president's security so that he's confident to present his case. President of Ghana is sitting at a location in Dubai, 22 hours. What kind of security is provided for him over there? He's not in the comfort of his Jubilee house, where all the security is available. The Ghana Armed Forces are available. The Ghana Police Service is available. National security is available. But here, he's in a location outside his country, and he's not in his own plane. He's sitting in a location 22 hours. Why? Because of terrible politics. Bad politics. Never again. We should never encourage that again. People encouraged it. Hey, Akufo-Addo is he's bathing in the air. He can't bath in the air. When Dominic Nitiwu stood before Parliament and said that the presidential jet is not fit for purpose, and that the president cannot even freshen up in it. Hey, come and see cartoon. The cartoon, they had the Daily Guide guy. What's his name? I can't remember his name. There's a TV3 guy. Both of them are very good. Tilapia put cartoon. Then they have Akufo-Addo with some boxer shorts, and he's holding a pail. And he's pouring water on himself, and he's sitting in some aircraft. And one by one, the votes of the party was winning away. Ghanaians were getting upset because they trust politicians. And this politician here wanted to make a meal out of something that was about national security. So President Akufo-Addo travels, he comes. Oh, Akufo-Addo thinks we don't know. He traveled and he came back in a private jet. He arrived at 1 a.m. I saw him. He thinks that he's hiding. People caution that this is very dangerous. Publishing the president's itinerary is very dangerous. Nobody listened. Of course, the prices were high. So if prices are high, we all don't listen. I'm guilty, and that's why I'm rendering an apology to the president. I'm guilty. I had occasion to go and complain. Why is the president flying this, da, da, da? Other people complained. I remember in one of my complaints, one of them, I won't mention his name, he said, oh, clear off. Why are you following the NDC propaganda? And I said, this NDC propaganda is going to cost us the election. I'm guilty. I feel very guilty. Because I love President Mahama. He's a nice guy. People love him. Why should he? If President Mahama is not president of Ghana, I can assure you, he's not going to sit in any airport for 22 hours. Why would he do that? Why is he going to do that? The only reason why President Mahama had to be cocooned in an airport for 22 hours is because he's president of Ghana. If President Mahama is not president of Ghana, having been president before, there are many things he can do. He can call on his friend. He can call on another head of state. He can do so many things. And since Akufo-Addo traveled to Nigeria recently, I don't think that he used any commercial plane. He's former president. He can call on his friend, please pick me up. President Mahama would have, but today, President Mahama is frightened. How is he going to call for a private? Hey! This is a president whose brother has a private jet. Think about it. Think about it. This is a president whose brother has a private jet. And the government of Ghana could have paid for the private jet of the president's brother. The president's brother is not the only Ghanaian who has a private jet, mind you. There are Ghanaians who have private jets better than Ibrahim's plane. I know that. Ibrahim knows that. Everybody knows that. We know them. They don't want their names to be mentioned. So we will not mention their names. They have two. This individual I'm talking about has two private jets. Oh, at least you know Magdan. Magdan, you know. I'm not talking about Magdan, but Magdan we all know. Magdan has said he has a private jet, so we can repeat it. Magdan has a private jet. Government of Ghana could have paid for it. But President Mahama is afraid to do that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but he is afraid. Why? Because of bad politics. Terrible politics. The people who are renting houses at Airport Hills, their politics is what has brought us here. Terrible politics. And then today is foreign minister. How is he going to manage it? Foreign minister. You should be making the calls and say that we are arriving at Dubai on Emirates in the morning. Can we get a plane to take us to Japan? Because the president has to address a meeting there. He's marketing Ghana. So how much would it cost? Of course, we all agree that we can't go for an exorbitant cost. Private jets have different series. We just need a plane to carry the president from Dubai to Japan in basic comfort. We don't want him to have a plane that has a jacuzzi, a plane that has champagnes popping from everywhere, a plane that has this and that. No. We just want a plane that takes about 12 people, President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, Foreign Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, Presidential Aide Joyce Bauer, Minister of Trade Hannah J. If the Minister of Finance Atu Forsen is there, he's on it. Attorney General Dominic pick it quick. Oh, the plane is ready. When you get to Japan, staff may regale him a little bit with some jokes and say, Mr. President, the President Mahama flew to Dubai. But then when he has to connect from Dubai to some place, he gets to Belgium and he has to connect and he has to wait. You have seen all the Eugene Ahin statements. Akufo-Addo had to wait 17 hours somewhere. Within that 17 hours, he'll be back in Ghana. He was coming to Ghana at 3 a.m. so that he's in Ghana for the next day's cabinet. We say no. No. Now President Mahama left. The battle started on Sunday. Hey, there was a private jet in Ghana. What was the private jet doing? Now, those who were complaining about the private jets were not complaining because they think the president doesn't deserve it. They were complaining because they thought they had observed the double standards of a foreign minister in opposition and in government. The double standards is what they believe they had observed. Nobody is going to quaver about the president of Ghana flying a minimal, basic private jet so that his schedule, if the president is going to London, and they say, but you are going to London, British Airways goes. Why do you take private jet? That's understandable. I don't think President Mahama will take a private jet from Accra to London. No, he'll go with British Airways that goes every day. But when he gets to London, and he has to go to Argentina from London, or he has to go to Sao Tome and Principe before he comes to Ghana, what else is he going to do? Even the Black Stars, we take private jet for them sometimes. Because the situation is terrible. In one place, it's such a security risk. It compromises the security of the president of Ghana for people to know that he is in a location outside his home base for 22 hours.
Right. Enti, abusiafo, the atiane say utwa troma asafo ayira oda bonten. utwa trauma osafo ayira woda abonten ena afei wotu adubone a ebi kawa no ye ka kyerem se NDC the intent enye papa adwemfi wa NDC 3 no we will pay the price. And today NDC ena eninguase aye wo no oma ban no say ya na aye o aye say ya aban no say ya na aye
se be shemu ha de ba ko pe entina ye ba aye ono ye former vice ye former chairman any hello ayezu ye jira mu ha me mamu nyina yiko se aye ye jira ha ye kwe ye jira ha ayezu choboy ane ye jira ha no mo president former vice president former president John Dramani mama ntine yo hanum ya kwe ya jira ha ayezu choboy ane ye jira ha no mo president former vice president former president John Dramani mama ntine yo hanum ayezu aye president nti aye be shia
Okay, welcome to the Resistance Service for Mobi Biakwa. Proud African, baby, Obia Michiao. Marvin Michiao, another thing. Ma Patricia, I just a Bonnie, I dear, just a Mahama Noana, Obijinam na. Bonnie, I dear. Ghana for ever you the next 4 years. Is it because we said one day away, and so we will pay the price. You're from this year, bar. Yentia now also come up with 0242073114. I the reason so. Yentia also arguing 0242073114. Obetimi afre. Now so watch the waging. NDC omanim gwase ebedoson. Every day oma confused. Aban no why confused. And ngwase no ebechechere aswa wo mapampa so da bia. Aye. Hello.
Odesheba. Good evening. Money ajumafa. Nyameka ho. Mahama. Bidia Mahama dia na meka kakra. Mahama nyame na etua wo muka. Na kufa do nyame wakasa papa. Nyame na kufa do nyame ena etua wo muka pa na hama ene ne NDC fo. Okuje to waye ni tri ho shen se ayi ekurato. Abuasa no nesense de waka homem wosoro wahu wusi edua emumo kwaku a na anu anasi na do nenam ho no ene wonenam Nigeria nanado dia ekwan a mode nanado fa so me say wo mo beji wo maketua baako if is nanado na boni ni tirim nanado no de adwen mu fine ene na ebu wo man no wonu de say dia koso mahama nyame betua ne ka atua ne ko ne NDC fo na emu nketua no mu hunu no omu behu na kese pa wakodi 22 hours nyame na ane ne ho enko was di 3 days kura wo kwen 3 days die na akoja tomu ye na mahama no nga ho bi sami jamfi ene sa akwa na waye yire se de say buba no ai de waye se ono waye se de say kukuru bin no wamu sorry amude na nado obi papa panimu mude na netria mu ano te se twa pia na mo twe ne se kan wahu de ato mahama wani a odigira ho wahu ne ato nyame atria mo ka betria mo ka se atria mo ka bi ode she ba manu ese no ho entina mbae
yo yara say yanko de adala so hello
Hi, the reason.
Yes, sir. Open your kwaba me wadama me ntie do ba ya.
The reason me pacho sa me who say sa aeroplane asema walk no. Wo ya a bit emotional. Obia ento plane wagana ho. Obia yempe Airbus issue Airbus scandal issue bia. Obia enkoto plane bia. Almost is a plane no. E betu na ye adwuma up until 2030. Omuntene omuntena sa plane no musa up to 2030. Mahama no there is in Yabocha Dabi mama mpama okujato ontina ho as foreign minister sa so ye adwuma ono so onime adwuma na ye nti ontina ono ye adwuma no ono Mahama no se plane de ne kohwewa when a supervisor at times in the woo, at times something to a tipper track a chin on the call hospital. Into no, Montana was there is men come same way, plain as same way, the men how who cry. Now, some show bomb, the go show bomb, no some cotonsua, ya the bias are politics, maybe some was added to my cotosa plane. Until the way, man, how was I go for when Mamma Sam. So someone on Nimusa say Obiasi, Omcoso. Omcoso. Now, Miss Rawa sa a demonstration na ye, maybe another Makuma Hopa. San Nigeria for it to go for Nigeria for to go for CO2 money na figure now. I'm almost say mine. I'm go NDC party the man. I'm no many being penny for. I'm when this mom say mine. Ghana ni be anywhere. Ghana ni be anywhere. A fee in common buzia for mobile. I'm on your cry. I'm drink Ghana. I'm on your same cry. I'm drink Ghana. Sir Rollins is not for ye have half of one or many news or so many as I Ghana for now or good come on. I'm no more say mine. And I gonna afford you to about mom. Or Munjam no more.
Okay. You. Miss
That's
okay. Yanko the other line, so now I'm hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Don Boko there.
Onyame do this Boko no so yi.
Boko pa, wada ma mi ntie de odba ya.
Yo, le mi asi nyame inshallah no odwuma pa we. Odihye odi em se odi twam so nyentwam. Em se yana na eko ekura yi. Mi firi yebunu em se yeso ekodi ehiemu. Na minim se nka efe se edo mu wi ehiemu no na ya boso nti no na enya ade a yedi esi na senka omutimi ema asantema yako ene otuoko so a nka na efe pa nka na efe pa nenso so ye hu ni sa na de tie no nso esa koya semfro na se do pesi dipa nyama wono odihye oso yesa famano
sabe pepe
na yɛkɔ a yɛba yi no obiara nim odwonku a adeɛ bɛkye so nti no yɛbɛsrɛ me nananom ɛwɔ bunu yɛn nyinaa yɛne asante ɛyɛ baako yɛne anifiri akɔtena hɔ wɔmfiri akwa mu a denkyira ne asante ya ɛna te bunu hɔ apart from wɔn firi Cote d'Ivoire aba hɔ no a ɛyɛ wɔn no ɛna ɛyɛ na wɔn ɛte hɔ no deɛ dodoɔ no a ɛfiri ha ɛna bɛtena hɔ nkyɛn nyɛ nipa baako na ɔde hyɛ ɔhu sɛ ewiase adeɛ bia nso ɔbɛyɛ bia no ɛkɔ a na aba bi wiu ɛnu sɛ ɛnu a waka ho asɛm deɛ ɛyɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛn nua Raf n'ani ammɔ ho nsɛm a wayɛ a bɛsi saa mmere a saa nipa wei ti hɔ a yɛnkye no a obi ɛka n'asɛm na obi pɛ kasa bɛsi mu a ne yɛakye no no mɛsɛ wodi sɛ ebu man a ɔde hyɛ ɔman no ɛnyɛ yie o ɔman no ɛnyɛ yie yɛmfa mu man ɛnyɛ yie eti Ghanafoɔ saa nneɛma na ɛkɔ soɔ no ɛmmoa yɛn woma yɛn ka nokorɛ kɛdɛ ɔmkɔ demonstration sɛ Nanado Galamsey musu Galamsey yi sɛ mo supporto yi abra Nanado kaa sɛ ɔba a obetu aseɛ a mo na mo de ba mo na mo de excavator a mo kɔ launch no akotia a mo hyɛ aseɛ sɛ nsuo a Nanado de yɛ campaign a ɔba yɛ a osi anu a fɛ nsuo ni tie no mo ɛna mo bɛsɛ no ti sɛ na mo nim sɛ Ghana yɛ wade baako yɛ nyine bɔ ho ba yɛ bɛboa yɛn na mo ka sɛ sɛ nanu na yɛn hunu ɛna ɛyɛ yɛ adokore die Nanado ayɛ die yɛn nyina ba bɛta akyiri obiara free Galamsey site na yɛn suo ne yɛn sase yɛn mo homa ɔman da ahye a ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ MP bɛka akonnwa so forever and ever nyɛ nokorɛ but yɛntimi mu wie yɛ ɛkɔbɔ pastor na mo sa kɔ demonstration ɛhye ties ama yɛle ne yɛde kɔ hospital yɛka ho asɛm a wɔse Ghanafoɔ mmoa dodoɔ yi ebi wu a na ayɛ den ɔnsɛ ɛnɛ wani abere na ɛnwanwa ɛnyɛ Ghana ɔde hyɛ kamenti bi da me se aman kɔ mo kontokwa a yɛafɔ mo rebo kɔ so no mehu sɛ obi abɔ wu hospital akɔdi kwasasɛ mu da mehu bi da
abi ntokwasi a United Nations law sɛ baabi a hospital nkɔra ne ma wo yɛmfa etu nkɔ hɔ
mehu bi da ɔde hyɛ ade ɔmampanyini John Dramani Mahama amamumu na mahunu wei na Ghana ni bi a wohwɛ bibi wei na wutie de kɔsoɔ no wankasa fatu hofo na Nanado danko akufo adora mos bonti so onye no wobɛgya tum sɛ ɛyɛ asumwie a Ghanafoɔ nya no pie nwɔtwe no woyɛ Ghana ni a no wani gye sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni atene woyɛ Ghana ni a wani nye sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni because woni de
obia wo kɔga wa mo pɛso Ghana obia suru
woni de bɛto ade kyeɛ dabi am bekase ensem ekoso Ghana no Ghana hemfo asofo mpanyifo mo nsole mo obi anka no ntum because wo ka no ntum a na wadwen ase edikodi wo de hye e bedi mo do akena e ba bediu on se ohene bi ayese akidnap na yehu no
mate ho ase na me pese me nya kese Kenya so ba bi
mo se e ba ye che enkura ye buru bi fulata ne akɔ sinifie ne yɛsɛsɛ wei yɛtutu eniema so mu nya koma no tumiti wo me bo a
mo bia so mu mfi nti me to panimfo anya aya na me pese me ro ka bi ko to ya o mo mfa ho
yo sɛ uni sɛ obi eni yedidi no on sɛ ne ya bɛkyew ebi no mesi mo nsɔle na mo nkasa ma mo nka no ntum na tena yefiri wenko so a yɛbɛba wo so ɔde sɛ me ni wie no mesi adeɛ bi abɛn na asase so bia no ɛda hɔ ɛtwɛn na obɛba bɛfa atwa so aba okugya dobra kwa ɛntro ahodoɔ bebree prayer Nanado team baabi a wakyea no ho sɛ wɔde ne sakura si wɔde ne sɛ asi ɛnabɔdwe okugya toti fam ɔnforo hɔ na ɔka Nanado ayɛ sei odwale ɛne wɔkogya ne nan play du ko bi no janna presa
ni nyina photoshop nko a
na ɔmampanyi na wɔn so di ɔmampanyi da a wonim presidency ho asɛm na ɔno so ɛka bi
ɔka bi to de bɔne bi
ka
no
ye de kunyama wo akwantu awutu a ka betimi de bɛsɛ a day akɔ no eseki wo sɛyi on sɛ chawpa kakra ɔde je chawpa a nipa tuntum ye timi mpanti me se ye ho bɛkyere ye saa owu pa owu because enanu a no obi tie ne ya the same tiade na kan no a na wo ka no o se o tiade de se nkunipa afi bi kan no owu pa o ne die no owu but so be ka se enanu de kan so masi a be kan ye oni am fa nkyere na se tiade ekunipa ntumi fa me ko hospital no on kan da
abi ɔde sa ɔde be wu
wote kwa na team na kunu
timi be ku bibi ni da bia ende
sabe pepe because chopper kekenti ebi ne ete ho no ohun ni nguase abakofa de aba wadwen yo say de wo ye no wa ya de but eya ni nguase ya e de ma nipa bi bete abusamu say de ba ne say ne ya kirem yo say say na nipa tuntum de on say ne akọ abi wo bomu munsua kasapa munsua no kuredie na me ade a emma sa de we asuntwa no odihye hwɛ senka obi etwa nkontompo ekeka nsem bi no opposition na onya aban mu ba sa de no wantima fa hu proof am a odihye eni kwase am no position bia
no kure
eni kwase am no position se eba sa next time obi a wokasa bia be kese da chinti me kwa kansa mu a me nya dance ye na se kire kubusa me a won hwia na ba bia position me nya no abome but we dey obi o kan kwasi asem twa ntro bia no sa fo no na omo position ye dey yammo high positions eji kina de be na wo kire omu a edi akire wo de je
asem
de wo kan kire omu edi akire no se obi anyene ne ho eni atem na kaka vintela
kono sa
kaka vintela yetimi e ma ne fa VIP ema ye ma no so de ne tena ka mu man security ye de o man security ne ka vintela ntua tax o Ghana da tax on tua bi da enso ye de o man sika e bo no ma woti presidency ye hwe no ye hu funso bi o hu o na professor Jampo abegina bedi di atem se nipa bi no ho akozi nketwa tetena nketwa mosuo na professor Jampo se ka tetena nketwa uti because obi a wo repu dipa nketwa tetete atwa twene sa wo so obi di atem tetena nketwa ne so a wo nketwa uti wo uti nketwa atwa twene o not what can we professor anka titimrem ye ka so obi professor uti di nu a na awose kura kuku say yes nimje ni wo sua de because the kasa ko beka e de ato ho no emma afi na wo da so tase mu nsem de bobla de owo position wo kan ene nne ke de oto o kan ne so hu na wo ma yemfa no kuredie o man ni obi ade ya Ghana man enye obi ade ya obi enu obetimi di akoro kwa me nkoma mfa nko ohuma kanyina be sisu kuro nyina no no kura mpo di age ya o kan de pense wa wo pa kunya kokosi ne bie no onu kwa wa mfa nko na wanguso se ka road squad ne wusu a ene ka se ene na so de osiri bo kan ye no otimi di adwuma but wanguso obetena fie ese na wowu etimesele se ye nyina yemfa odo ene kuriye enye Ghana na Ghana yeyi a ode se eye mo yenyina that's
bizodo me das pa bizodo no yenko de other side ne yem pick bronze man akwaba
unia
yes sir
ya chem suafo nyina me ogide se wo ho ye
sharp wa